So, I don't know how this video is gonna go. This is something that I recently just came about. It's something I thought I should just film a little bit of my journey. So, basically, what I think is happening, I believe I have Bell's Palsy. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I have not went to the hospital yet. But the symptoms I'm having are the same symptoms I had when I had it the first time. So, the first time I had it, I was a sophomore or a junior in high school. I don't remember. And basically, what happened, one night, I realized that half of my face I didn't have that well control over. So I had a panic attack and I decided just to sleep it off. Maybe I'll wake up in the morning and it'll be okay. Well, I woke up the next morning and it was still the same. It not being funny, but it appears that I had a stroke. That's how it looked. So when I was at my dad's house. When I told my dad, of course, he's like, hey, what the heck? Like, you're too young to have a stroke. I was 15, 16, 14. I don't know how old I was at the time. I don't remember. So he calls my mom. She comes over, and of course, it's my mom. She's freaking out. And she rushed me to the hospital. She thought I was having a stroke. Most people did. The one thing that I was like, maybe it's not a stroke, was I can use the side that is numb. And you could probably tell already if you're looking at me while you're watching this video. You can tell, oh, his eyebrows are, when he blinks, it's a little off. When he talks, his mouth is a little, and it's my left side. So this is my left. Might be you're right. I don't know how the camera's gonna flip it or what, but this side is almost numb. Excuse me. It looks like, if you see my eyebrows, I can move my right eyebrow up and down fine. My left one doesn't. I can kind of do that, but like especially when it takes a lot more effort for this side just for me to try to do that. My nose, I want you to pay attention to like right here. You see that? The muscle right there. Now I have to make a lot of effort just to do that. But when I just gently do it, you can tell, oh yeah. And if you're feeling right here, you can feel that there's a muscle right there on this side that's not doing what this side is doing. Cat using the bathroom. When I smile, you can tell this side is not able to move as well. When I was kissing, I dropped my girlfriend off at school before I'm doing this. When I kiss, now that's not me being funny and no, that's me attempting to use my entire mouth just to pucker. When I was spitting, I have mucus built up, so when I was spitting some mucus out, it was like came out of this side because this side I wasn't able to use as well. Now, this happened the last time I had Bell's palsy. My eyes, when I close my eyes, this one doesn't close as well. The last time I had it, they gave me eye drops for my eyes. But watch my eyeball when I try to close it. Yeah. When the last time I got Bell's palsy, it doesn't close as well. And when I try to close my eyes, my eyeball rolls to the back of my head. Now, I can't control that. I think it'd be cool if I could, but I can't control my eyeball like that and make it roll to the back of my head. I can't tell if it's doing it right now, but when I recorded myself earlier on Snapchat, it was doing it. So I assume it feels the same way as when my eyes rolls to the back of my head. And it's really just this side. My left one is fine. But this one, when I do it. And yeah, so I just took my girlfriend to school. She has no idea about this yet. I mentioned to her last night that my lip felt a little funny, but I haven't told her anything. Today was her first day at school. She was already very anxious about it. I did not want to add to it. So I'm going to tell her later when I go pick her up. And, you know, there's nothing really wrong on my left side of my body. You know, like I can use my arm, my leg. You know, I was okay driving, no problem. I can see out of my left eye perfectly fine. Every once in a while it gets a little bit dry because it doesn't close fully, but I can just take it and close it. So I'm like okay to drive. And I don't know how today is going to go. I have a very strong feeling I'm going to go to the hospital and have them check me out. I'm scared, honestly. Like, really bad anxiety. And I'm like terrified to go to the hospital. But at this point, you know, it's already pretty bad. I don't want it to get any worse. And I don't want it to stay like this forever. The first time I had Bell's palsy, they basically said there's a possibility I cannot regain any function in that side of my face. Said it was a small possibility, but there is a possibility. Now, I have regained full muscle control of that side of my face. That was, I'm 24, and if I was like 14, 15, 16, 10, 9, 8 years, somewhere around there. And I had been full control, and this hasn't happened since then. So I'm making this just to record exactly how everything is gonna play out, how it's gonna go. Do I have Bell's palsy again? Did I have some type of small stroke and that's why I can't move my face? I don't think so. I am quite overweight, you know, it's a given. I don't have the best diet, but I feel personally it's not a stroke just because I can move, you know, the left side. I can move both sides of my body, you know, and it is the left side of my body, but it was the left side in high school. So I feel as though it might just be Bell's palsy. And I looked online, you know, no, I'm not no web doctor or anything, but I looked online and it's I want to say like a 7 to 20% chance, somewhere around there, that you can get Bell's palsy again. But it's very unlikely, but it is possible. And I don't, you know, I just don't want, you know, anything to happen and it be permanently messed up. So my girlfriend has about 2.5 hours at school. I'm gonna pick her up, and then I'm basically gonna tell her, hey, this is happening. I don't know if it's Bell's palsy. I think it is, but I don't know for sure. I'm not a doctor. I think I need to go to the hospital. And at that point, I'm sure I'll call my mom and tell her, hey, I think this is happening again. I think we should go to the hospital and get it checked out. And we'll just go from there. Because honestly, that's the best thing I can think of. I'm sitting here at my computer, and quite honestly, I'm terrified. Like, you know, I've lost, and you know, it might not seem that bad on camera, but it's pretty bad. And not being able to control some functions of your face, it's terrifying. And like, I already had a lisp So now it's just gonna get worse. But this is just, I don't know, man. This is just a recording to see how well this all plans out. And best case scenario, we go to the hospital and they say it's just Bell's palsy again. I'm part of a small statistic. They give me the antibiotics or whatever it was they gave me, and the eye drops that they gave me last time. Send me home. And in a couple of days, it'll be back to normal. I'm thinking worst case scenario, it could be a stroke. You know? I don't know what I would do if it was. I don't know how I would feel besides upset and scared. But that's just something that I'll deal with if the time comes. So I'm gonna go try to lay down for a minute. I slept last night. Decent time. I was up. I worked nights, but I was off last night. But the night before, I worked all night. And then I stayed up all day yesterday to go visit my family during the day. And then I slept last night about 9-10 hours. Try to catch some makeup sleep. But I'm still a little tired. So I'm going to try to lay down for a little bit. And just kind of hope for the best. And I'm going to try to get an update to you guys whenever I leave to go pick my girlfriend up for school. I don't know if I record the full conversation of me telling her, because I think she's going to be a little emotional. And I don't know if she wants that on camera. But I'll record a little bit of the before and a little bit of the after. And I'll just update as much as I can. Quick update. I was at the house and I showered, put same jacket back on. I'm headed to pick my girlfriend up from school. And that is where I believe I will tell her what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, or how I'm not feeling, should I say. But I'll just take it from there, you know. I'm not really sure exactly how it's gonna go, but we'll see. Okay, so to update real quick, I've picked Megan up from school. We decided not to discuss it on camera. We were both emotional. I've talked to my mom and my dad. My mom's going to be bringing my insurance card soon. We've decided to go to the hospital.
Yeah, we're in the parking lot right now.
Yeah. And
we came to the best around here.
Yeah, it's one of the best ones in our town. We'll probably have a little bit of waiting, but there's nothing really we can do. Symptoms are the same. Nothing has changed. We're just praying and hoping for the best, really. You know?
It's a little scary when you wake up and you can't move your face.
Yeah. Alright, a quick update. The wait time here at this hospital was around 5 hours.
It's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 6 at night. We gotta be up early tomorrow, so we're gonna head to another hospital that's not far to try to be able to get in and out faster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try our luck, so.
And honestly, the waits, we didn't. His mom said we should probably go to a different hospital.
Yeah, my mom recommended this.
So we're gonna go to a different hospital. If that wait is long, then we're waiting.
We'll just wait. There's nothing we can do.
It's not like he has a little cough, but he was on the phone with his mom and she was asking me his symptoms, and I was telling her, and she goes, has he ever been diagnosed with Bell's palsy? And I said yes, about like 6 or 7 years ago. And she said, well, that's it. And then she kind of walked away. She was just like writing down her info.
The nurse.
Yeah, the nurse. Just to like kind of, I guess, like categorize everybody. And then I just kind of went up to her and I was like, I'm sorry, like we're just gonna go to a different hospital. And she's like, sorry the wait's long. And I was like, oh, what?
Ooh, shade.
What? What's the shade?
Shade, sorry. Your hospital not good enough. We going to another one.
No, I love this hospital. I love this hospital. It's always been a great hospital. Nothing against this hospital, but
you know,
you can say what you want.
That car smelled like weed.
Yeah, it did.
Alright, so we finna walk in. Whew, got a mask up. We're hoping the wait time's gonna be shorter, but we honestly don't know. We're at another local hospital. I don't think that we're gonna have to keep me overnight or anything like that. It'll probably just be a couple hours in the waiting room, and then we'll get what we need. And as soon as we leave, we will definitely update you guys. Alright, so we went in the wrong part of the building. We gotta go to the back side.
Apparently the ER is not the main entrance.
No, it is not apparently. We thought, hey, this is a side on a very big highway that's known around our city. Surely this would be the front, right?
I literally started describing him symptoms and she's like, yeah, you need to go to the ER, not here. And I was like, oh. Okay. So, we're on our way now. It's too crowded to vlog in there. But I came outside to get some fresh air. I put on his jacket. They've done a CT, blood work, EKG. We've been here for 4 hours. And he just got his blood work done. And they said, we believe it's Bell's Palsy. And he's kind of like, yeah. So, that was the waiting game. It's 11 o'clock. I've got an 8 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm a little nervous, but I don't care if I just get an hour of sleep. That'll be fine. But yeah. So, all is well. It's just been a super slow night. I guess they're just like really busy and short-staffed, so there hasn't been a lot to film. We've been sitting in the same chairs the whole time. But yeah, it's looking okay unofficially because we haven't gotten back in a room for like a doctor to talk to us, but hopefully he can get some medicine to feel better. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little quick update since I came outside to just get some fresh air for a moment and stretch my legs. So yeah.
That's cranial nerve that comes out of the head. So what the seventh cranial nerve does is it has branches and it kind of comes out like this, okay? So it's nothing inside the head that's going on. It's actually at the base behind the ear where the cranial nerve comes out. And that virus kind of like irritates cranial nerve 7. And what that causes is the forehead to droop, the face to droop, and your eye will not completely close. It's all affected by cranial nerve 7, okay? It typically goes away on its own. There's a couple of things that we can do to try to help reduce inflammation around the nerve, and we can give you antiviral medicines, which haven't ever really been shown to help that much, but they also don't really hurt. So typically we would consider prescribing the antiviral medicine as well. The biggest things about Bell's palsy is at nighttime when you're sleeping, you got to put some kind of eye patch on or something like that, because where you're not completely closing your eye and you don't realize it, you don't want it to get like dried out and get a scratch on your eye.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing to worry about with that. Now, it sometimes can take a little bit longer to resolve, but you can start to get better just within days. But I have had some people persist out even for, even a couple of weeks or something like that. So not necessarily harmful, just annoying and kind of scary, because you'll hear about people's face drooping with a stroke and stuff like that. But otherwise, from a neurologic standpoint, everything looks really good for you.
Good. How are you feeling?
Hey, man. They pretty much confirmed what we thought. There wasn't a whole lot, they could do, honestly.
We'll get you your prescriptions.
Yep.
And then we're gonna eat.
So, I'm back home, as you can tell. It's currently the next day, around 8:30. We stayed at the hospital till about midnight, and then that's when we was finally seen by all the nurses and doctors, and they came to us. We went to the room to see him, and basically he said, we think you have Bell's palsy. And I told him, well, you know, when I was about 14, 15, 16, I've had it before. And he said, oh, well, if you've had it before, then there's a higher chance that it's Bell's palsy. And he said, you know, they did an EKG, my heart looked fine. They did a CT, my brain looked fine. They did blood tests. And he said, you know, we do all this just in case, because with something with Bell's palsy, there's not really a test to see if it really is Bell's palsy, you know? He said that's just one of the things that, not a blind diagnosis, but it's one of those things that there's not a test for it, like there is for diabetes, or, you know? We left around 12:30. We went to the 24-hour CVS to get my medicine. And then we came straight home and went to bed. And I took my girlfriend to school 7:30, 7:45, and came right back home. And honestly, I'm still tired. You know, I wasn't really able to sleep that good, you know. Besides the anxiety of obviously not being able to move half my face, my actual eyelids don't fully close even when I blink. And so, at CVS, they sell eye patches. Now, if you're like me, you hear eye patch, you think like a pirate. They're gonna be Patchy the Pirate. No, these are like strong band-aids that just go over your eye, just so debris and not much air doesn't get in there and dry it out or get it infected or anything. And we tried those at first. I did not like it. They were too sticky, and they honestly hurt, you know. It's hard to keep one eye closed and one eye open, because it's for me, it's hard to sleep like this, because I lay in bed till I get tired. When my eyes start getting heavy, that's when I say, okay, I'll roll over and I'll close my eyes and try to go to sleep. But when I'm laying in bed, I'll watch TV till I get to that point, and it was tiring just trying to keep one eye closed and one eye open, especially when I can't move that well. You know, I can't close it fully all the way anyways. How am I going to close it fully and keep my other one open when I can't even, you know, it's just difficult. So, what we did, we got some gauze and some wrap. And this is exactly what we did. You know. Whoops. This has been coming off, but that's just since I woke up. So, I got 2 pieces of gauze here, you know, just to help cushion it over directly in my eye. And then we just put it in this wrap and wrapped it around my head. And it worked, honestly. You know, it hurt a little bit for a while, but after just messing with it, I finally got to a comfortable spot. I was able to lay down, watch TV with my one eye until I felt it get heavy. And then I just rolled over and went to sleep. I woke up with it perfectly fine. It didn't bother me too much. It was difficult, but I gotta sleep, you know. So, with Bell's palsy, and I'm gonna describe this the best I can, because I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a doctor or a nurse or anything like that. I'm gonna attempt to describe it the same way he described it to me. So, back here, it's behind the ear somewhere in this area, near one of your vertebrae. Bell's palsy is a virus that usually lays dormant back there if you have it. But it can become agitated, and it can agitate the nerves right back there that it's right next to. And when it does that, the nerves kind of swell up. And that's what gives the face drooping, the unable to move feeling. basically the way I was described is that there was nothing really I could really do. They gave me steroids to help it and antiviral, but there's nothing really else I can do other than physical therapy. I gotta do my physical therapy to keep my face muscle strong, and it should resolve itself. You know, it could be a couple weeks. Honestly, it could be up to like 6 months. But it's just one of those things that it will resolve itself. There's nothing much I could really do. So, there's not a whole lot more to it. You know, I just have to try to continue life as normal. You know, still go to work every night. Still take my girlfriend to school. There is some more things I have to do. Obviously, I got Patchy the Pirate eye patch over here I gotta wear when I sleep. I got medicine. I take one 5 times a day, one once a day. Eye drops. I gotta start taking my eye drops everywhere. Make sure my eye don't dry out. And just trying to, you know, work through the anxiety, because even now, even after seeing the doctor and him telling me, oh, you should be fine, you should be okay, give it some time, you've been through this, you know how it is, I'm still terrified. I'm terrified that my face won't fully return, and there's absolutely nothing I can do. But this is just something I have to do, you know? I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna sit here and cry. I'm gonna just do what I can do. Stay alive. And if I'm being honest, it's a bit selfish. There's people who have it way worse off than me. People who really do have strokes, that their whole left side of their body they can't move, along with their left side of the face, and that may never come back, when this has the likelihood of coming back. And I just have to try to remember that, so I won't complain as much. Try to fight my anxiety on it. But that pretty much sums it up. I'll be posting on this channel more often. If you think you like my personality, give a like and subscribe. Honestly, if you like this type of video, I do apologize. I probably won't be doing no more videos like this. Maybe one more as an update just to show my face. But I plan on uploading more skateboarding and more video game YouTubes. Just vlogs maybe. Whatever I feel like doing at that time. You know, living my life, doing what I want to do, and just sharing it. So, with that being said, my name is Michael Cook. I'm 24 years old. I live in Florida, and I have Bell Palsy that causes the left side of my face to be unable to move. Thanks for watching.